All right, well, Tesla managed to outdo itself, and this week they ended up pissing off two different segments of their fan base twice in this 1 week. This time around, they are ending, and that's what Elon Musk announced in its tweet right here, that they're ending their referral program, but that's not why some people are upset. It's how they did that. So I'll tell you what it is, why I think it's actually a good idea overall. All of this is coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric! Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. And if this is your first time here, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of the craziness and excitement that's happening in the electric car universe this year, though I think the last year was just as exciting. All right. So, as you know, Tesla had a referral program. I'm not really quite sure why, because these cars are selling themselves. They never done any marketing, but both sides get something. Now, I'm not a big fan of what they've done ever since the very first version of the program, which was basically very simple. If you refer another person, and they're using your referral code, then you get $1,000 credit and they get $1,000 credit. Done. Okay, that was very simple. I loved it. But after that, they started kind of doing this kind of a game where you start winning prizes, but the prizes weren't really like sometimes it was just for something for the kids, which a lot of us don't have, or like right now, one of them is if you refer somebody and they buy a Tesla, your picture goes into space. And I think a lot of people don't really care about it, because like the one of the other prizes that you get later on is like a $5,000 power wall. So it's just weird. And then that there's also Roadster, right? A lot of people start getting referrals beyond the first level, as they call it, and some have not only one but even two free roasters that they want, because every time you refer an extra person, you get 2% off of that. And so it started to get kind of crazy. I don't know why they kept doing it for such a long time, because again, they're selling like hotcakes, especially with the Model 3. But they are ending the referral program now. But here's the problem. Uh, Originally, they said that. Okay, let me just back up. Every time a referral program deadline came in, they kind of started a new one, and they gave another 2, 5, 6, whatever, how many months. And they changed, something a little bit here, a little bit there. They changed pricing or structure and stuff like that. Well, the last time they announced, I believe it was back in December, that they're extending the referral program with some changes, and the new deadline, the new ending date was March 11th. Well, as you can see from this tweet, Elon says that the referral program will end on February 1st, which is really only like less than 2 weeks away from March 11th. And that's what people were like, wait, why? I know some people who literally had some plans on how they're going to refer some of their friends and family or whatever, so they can earn some of these prizes, and they're very upset. And it's really just 11 days. I just don't quite understand why not give everybody the extra 11 days. Now, Fred from Electric asked them about that, and Elon kind of really just kind of ignored that part of the question. He just basically ended up saying that it's basically adding too much cost to their bottom line, especially with the Model 3. And that's what we should really talk about it, because that's what kind of been blowing my mind why they're doing it, because that's a lot of money they're spending. So let's talk about it. Before that, of course, I want to quickly remind you guys that this video and this show and this channel is sponsored by Starman Gifts, the home of the Adventures of Starman, a pretty awesome comic book. And even if you're not into comic books like I'm not, but still, this is a great, great thing to own, especially if you're into Elon Musk and SpaceX, or just amazing stuff. So check it out. There's a discount code in the description of this video. So go ahead and browse, and there are quite a few other things that you can buy there. All right, so back to this. Now, as you know, that quite a few people have gotten roasters, but I don't think anybody ever counted how many. There's a website out there, and apparently they've been tracking everyone's referral codes, and there's over 80 free roasters that are right now due to people who refer a lot. I'm not one of them. I actually am about 2/3, I have 2/3 off. So, I mean, obviously, Tesla won't be making much money on me if I decide to go forward with this. And then why wouldn't I? Again, I really don't think this is the car for me, but I might just buy it and sell it just because I can. Um, or maybe rent it out on tour or something like that. But I've always wondered, and by the way, those people who got 105 or more referrals, essentially it's 2 free roasters. Tesla really didn't have to give them a second roaster because the rules were then you get just getting a percentage off. So if you get 100% off or 200% off, you're just getting 1 free roaster. That how I think they could have played this. But they said no, 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 no problem, second roadster. And there are, I think, quite a few people who also have two. And so Tesla's been kind of giving this out a lot. But at the same time, don't forget, even the smaller prizes, like I believe Powerwall and the token for the solar roof, have never been awarded to anybody. Like I've gotten those prices, believe in 2017, and I still haven't gotten those. So the delay is kind of ridiculous. They're putting together these prizes that they just don't have to send to. I mean, I guess they have them, right? Because they have Powerwalls. They're just not sending it to us. Now that's another really annoying thing that I just really didn't like. It's just just give us something else, something that we can have, because I sold you a car a year and a half, 2 years ago, and my reward is still not here. Just not cool. But anyway, so people are upset about it, but at the same time, I just do not understand. I mean, think about how much money they are spending on this referral programs. Yeah, I know everything's at cost, but roaster is still going to cost, I would assume, $200,000 to make, to sell it for 250,000. So just like I said, even on people like me who get 2/3 off, they're going to be losing money, and that's something they're going to be losing money on in the future. And essentially that's kind of death, if you ask me. So I guess as a fan of a brand, and maybe and any investor in a brand, I'm assuming, would like that this referral program is really for nothing because people are buying these cars and Tesla's spending so much unnecessary money on it. So the fact that it's ending, I think that makes sense. I think they should have done it a couple of years ago. But the fact that Elon kind of cut 11 days out of it for no reason, when he could have, I know, I mean, I don't really care, but I know there are quite a few people who are pretty upset. People who might have gotten an extra prize, an extra $3, $4, $5,000 worth of in one prize. They're quite upset about it. And again, why piss off your loyal base? Why piss off people who are actually essentially selling your cars for you? I don't get it. It's just 11 days. I hope he reconsiders it, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And by the way, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my new Patreons, Trevor Bloomfield. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon community, supporting someone like me, a full-time independent YouTuber. Of course, on the top tier, you get to watch these videos all created live. So thank you so much for your support. If you want to go ahead and join my community on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/e4electric. There's a link also in the description of this video. All right, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think about the referral program ending? Good, bad? 11 days, what's going on with that? Let me know all in the comment section. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.